Hey guys, what's going on? It's Simon here from Get Into Crypto, and I wanted to talk about a project today that I've recently got involved with. It's a project that I'm really quite bullish on. It's on the Avalanche network, and it's called Ice Cream Finance. So this is the app in front of you. You can see we've got a total value locked of just over 1 million. There's 3 tokens. It's actually a fork of Tomb Finance. So I did a Tomb Finance video yesterday, and this project here is actually using the same concept. So we've got 3 tokens. We've got Cream, which is the equivalent of Tomb. We've got Cshare, which is the equivalent of T-Share. And then we've got C-Bond, which is the equivalent of T-Bonds. And if we just go to the Creamery, we can actually see the current farms that are available here. So you've got Cream, Avalanche, and it's paying a very nice yield of 6.5% per day. That's 2,400% a year. We've also got Cshare Avax paying out 5.85% per day, and we've got Cream Cshare, which is paying out just over 7% a day. So this is a project that was talked about by Tim Malcolm, if any of you sort of heard of him or followed him, and it looks really exciting. Like, obviously props to him to sort of getting involved with the project and talking to the devs. At the moment, it's like I say, this Cream token is meant to be pegged to AVAX. Obviously, it's on the Avalanche network, so it's not Phantom like Tomb, but pegged to AVAX. And currently, the peg is slightly under. Well, it's 25% under. If we actually just go and we look at the Cream charts, we can see this project was launched on the 31st of January. We saw this initial pump, so the token went all the way up to 112, then came down. So I've been told that with these projects, this is quite common to see a token pump right away, as there's some absolutely crazy astronomical APRs issued when a project first does go live, and then we see a inevitable sort of sell-off, and then the price starts to stabilize. And at the moment, the price is kind of stabilizing between $75, which is around the price of one AVAX, and it's been as low as 47, but it's around the $50 mark on the low side. So if we just look at the current price, $56, I think it's a pretty decent price to pick some up myself. So that's exactly what I'm going to show you today, and we're going to have a look at how we get involved. So first thing we need to do is make sure that our MetaMask is on the Avalanche network. So we can see here we're connected to Avalanche instead of Phantom or Smart Chain or Ethereum. This is obviously something I discussed yesterday in the Tomb Finance video, and we just need to make sure that we actually have some Avalanche. So we can see we have I think it's 0.7 or so of Avalanche currently on the wallet. So, yeah, 0.77 Avalanche. I'm actually going to send an extra Avalanche over. So I just bought an Avalanche token on Binance. And to do this, we're just going to copy the address, paste that in there, and then we're going to withdraw on the Avalanche C-Chain network. And we are going to withdraw 1 Avalanche. Going to ask me to continue. It's basically going to ask me to put a couple of codes in, which I'm going to do now. So I'm just waiting for the code to come through on my emails. Phone on here. So I'm actually just going to stop the screen share for a moment whilst I put these codes in. Right, now I can go back to share. Okay, so that's now processing. So we'll just wait for that AVAX to arrive. whilst that's on its way, we're going to go over to Trader Joe. I'm actually going to show you the easiest way to do this if it's your first time buying some Cream finance. You basically got these buttons here on the homepage, and obviously we're going to go into the Cream Avax LP farm. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take half of our Avax and we need to exchange it for Cream. So if we go to buy Cream, what it will do, it will actually take us straight to Trader Joe, and it should populate the Cream token if we give it a few seconds. So let's just try that one more time, see if it works. Might just take a moment. So we can see that Avax has already arrived, obviously very, very quick on the Avax network. And I'm going to try it one more time. If it doesn't work this time, then I'll show you the other way. Yeah, it has now worked. So we can click understand and continue. Obviously, if this doesn't work for whatever reason, I'll show you the other way just to get the contract in. You just literally copy the contract from CoinGecko, and it's now populated anyway. But yeah, if you didn't have it in here, let's say for example you had you didn't have it, you had a different token in here, and you can just paste that address in from CoinGecko and it populates anyway. So yeah, there's a couple of ways to do it. Obviously we'll do it the original way, that's obviously using the link. So it's pulled it in. I've basically got 1.76 Avax. I'm actually going to keep 0.26 Avax here, and I'm just going to LP with 1.5 of the Avax. So I need half of 1.5 Avax into Cream to do the LP token. So that's going to be 0.75, and it's going to say I can swap. That's going to get me 1 Cream, because remember, Cream is currently below that Avax peg. So I've just confirmed that. Obviously, if you're first time doing this, then you'll need to approve it for permissions, and we can see there the gas fee, and we're just going to click confirm, close that, and it should let us know when that swap has been completed. Okay, so that's been done. What we can now do is buy some LP tokens, and the easiest way to do this is there's actually a link here in the Creamery on this page, and we can just click on that one, and it's actually going to take us to the page that we need to be on Trader Joe to actually make that swap. So yeah, even though here it says wrapped Avax, or where it says Cream Avax, I think on the page before it's wrapped Avax. Either Avax or wrap Avax will work to get the LP token, so don't worry too much about that. So you can see here we can do Avax Cream. We're going to do we're going to just do our max Cream. So yeah, it's coming in just under 0.75 of a Avax token, and I'm just going to hit supply, confirm supply, and this will give us our LP tokens. So we just confirm that. Okay, so it's telling us that has gone ahead, and if we refresh here, it should actually bring up the LP tokens. It might take a moment or two to actually show them here. So our balances are still there, so we're just waiting now for it to confirm that. And yeah, it's here, 0.7 pool tokens. We can see that transaction has gone through on our MetaMask. So now we can come over to Ice Cream Finance, and we can go to the Cream Avax pool. And if we click here to add liquidity, we're going to see those 0.7 tokens available. So we're going to add all those, max, confirm. Obviously, first time you'll have to approve it. And let's confirm. So we had 2.96. We should see those 0.7 get added here very shortly. And like I say, when those tokens are added, then we will get our 6.4 APR on those tokens paid out in the Cshare token. So it looks like it's gone through. We're just going to refresh. And yeah, it's now bumped up to 3.67 tokens. So we've added, yeah, approximately 0.75 of an Avax on either side. So we've added about, what is it? Yeah, about $120, $125 or so onto that liquidity pool. So yeah, or 1.5 Avax's worth. So yeah, that's now reflected. And yeah, what else did I want to say? So obviously with the Cshares, you can see that Cshares are currently being earned just on the home tab. You can see that one Cshare is currently worth $464. And if we go over to the parlor, you can actually stake your Cshares here when the TWAP gets over 1, or the peg gets over 1. You can actually stake them in here to earn up to 29,000 APR. So obviously I've already got some rewards that I've started to stake in here. And yeah, obviously when the peg gets up, then you'll start getting those rewards from the Cshare in the form of more cream, which obviously you can then turn into Avax and cream liquidity pool tokens if you wish to, and obviously compound the interest that way. So you can see we're at about 1 million TVL here. I do know that the team spoke with Tim yesterday, and he actually asked them where the users of the site should be staking, and what the team's plans are to try and get this peg in line. And they are actually trying to incentivize the cream stake pool. Obviously more demand for cream means that this token value start to go up, and hopefully in line with the Avax peg. So that is a priority for the team. I think yesterday it was around about 0.7. Obviously today we're closer to 0.75. So I know a couple of days ago, just looking back at the ice cream chart, we can actually see that we were actually above the peg for a period of time. Obviously we didn't spend too long there, but we actually did sort of were above the peg. Obviously we were when it launched as well. So this volatility on a new project is to be expected. It's not too much of a concern to me. The team look legit. They've passed KYC. We can actually see on this Assured DeFi. If we actually just scroll down here, they've got the Assured DeFi KYC passed. I had a look at this earlier, and if you just come down, I think it's one more page down, you can see Ice Cream Finance is here. So this basically is protection for you as an investor to know that the team's details have been verified. They've passed certain KYC checks, and of course, if there was to be any issues with the project in terms of the action or behaviour of the developers, then you know, their details are there to be passed to the authority. So obviously there's no incentive whatsoever for the devs to mess around with this project. I'm sure they'd you know, rather sort of stay free than being behind bars, right? So yeah, that should give you a little bit of confidence. I've heard a few conversations with the team and Tim so far, so you know, I'm fairly confident in the project. I'm prepared to put a little bit more capital in. Obviously, I'm not putting crazy amounts in. Obviously, it's just a fraction of what I've got, and obviously, this is not financial advice. And please don't invest off the back of anything that I'm saying. This is purely for entertainment purposes, and obviously to show you what's on offer here, and you know, the steps to actually invest and achieve some very nice yields. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there, and yeah, good luck, and yeah, we'll see how this project gets on over the next few days. I'll probably do an update in a few days' time, and be keeping an eye on the peg and keeping an eye on the value of the tokens. So yeah, if you have enjoyed the content, please do like, share, subscribe, help support the channel. I don't ask for anything more than that, and I will see you on the next one.